Hey there, YouTubers. Me again. For whatever reason, you all seem to like the old lawnmower videos. Everybody's got one, right? I mean, I get it. Not everybody's got a Gremlin. Not everybody's got a Corvette. Not everybody's got a Dodge truck or a Ford truck. Didn't mean to say the F word on video, my bad. But anyway, everybody's got a lawnmower, almost anybody, at least out where I live. And if you've got a riding lawnmower, I don't know, some people got fancy zero turns and what have you. But us common folk, we got just regular tractor style lawnmowers. Anyway, this one was doing a great job. I like these Craftsman. They're pretty darn good. They've got Husqvarna under the skin, but in reality they're cheaper. So anyway, I was buying secondhand. I don't know, I'm cheap. Sorry, don't have a lot of money, so we try to save as much as we can. But this one is, cutting along just like it's supposed to, and I got a problem here. This ain't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be underneath doing some swirly stuff. So, gotta fix it. Ain't much good without blades moving, We eat probably a belt. My wife likes to cut the lawn, so she's out there a lot. I mean, a lot. Especially when you get as much rain as we've been getting. So, she eats up a belt probably once a year. But I figured, hey, y'all might want to know how to change the belt. And I've done a bunch of other videos, including putting this goofy looking bumper on here because she kept running into stuff and bending the axles. And there is a video out there on how to change the axles if you bend them. But we decided to just quit bending them because I got tired of working on it. And so we put this bumper on. So far, so good. No bent axles. And you can use anything. You can use a piece of steel, an old bumper, whatever. You can use a fence post if it's metal. But anyhow, forget that. We're going to do the belt today. I don't know if I've ever done a belt before. I do remember doing one where we had to fix on the deck and stuff. But I don't, so this might be a repeat. I don't know. But if not, we're changing the belt. It's just the blade belt, the one that turns, the deck belt, I guess you call it, that turns the deck itself. It's not super hard. You just gotta, the thing is, it's going to be hard to get camera angles because it's really down there. I don't really have, you can't really do it on a lift or anything because the deck has to be sitting on the floor. Now, I guess we could put it on, I'm sure we could do it in the air if we had to, but I'm going to try my best to get some good camera angles and show you what's going on. There's usually somewhere on the mower, and I'll show you that, there's usually a diagram on which direction everything goes. My lawnmower here tends to be slightly patched because my wife drives it. She tears it up. So we keep patching stuff, little welds here, little, welds there, and zip ties here, zip ties there. But it's been a good mower. So anyhow, enough talking. Nobody wants to hear me talk. Let's get right to it. We're going to pull this old belt off, and I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll just kind of do it all. Ready? Let's go. First thing we got to do, we got to put the deck all the way down. Aside from getting something for your knees so your knees don't hurt if you're old like me, next thing to do is right here there's a trailing arm. It comes from the front of the mower and it hooks to this little L bracket on the deck. This is what keeps the deck from going backwards. And it's got a little pin like this, which I just stick on the running board here to disengage that. So I just pull that little pin and just disconnect it like that. Okay? And the next thing you got to do is you've got some more of those little doodahs over here. And you've got one here. And then you've got another one if you follow this arm here. You follow this arm up, and there's one at the other end, which is attached to the upper part of the mower. This is attached to the actual thing that makes it go up and down. So you have to pull that out. It's a different kind of pin. It's not just like a regular E-clip pin. This one you've got to kind of pick it up and slide it out. And again, you just stick it over there. This one I cannot, it's way too high up, so I cannot get you a good picture of this one for you. So I'm just going to pull that one out. And there you go. That's a big one. So now we just start pulling these things out of here. There's that one. There's that one. Alright, and now this is disconnected from the deck. And I can jack the, well, I gotta get the other side, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side. And I guess I'll show you that too, because I get annoyed when they show me one side and not the other, so I'll go ahead and show you the other side. Here's the other one, same kind of clip. You just basically lift up on this, and then just pull back. This one's gonna be a little more stubborn. There we go. And it's wet out, it's raining. So I'm fixing a lawnmower on a rainy day. I know, it's crazy. Funny thing is, I actually saw a guy mowing his lawn on a rainy day. I mean, it was raining, actively pouring, and he's out there cutting his lawn. I was like, okay, whatever. So again, pull those out. This one's actually an adjustment. But that gets us all disconnected. That makes the whole deck no longer connected to the lawnmower. So I'm going to get a jack. I'm going to jack it up just so I'll have a little room to work and get some camera angles, and we'll go from there. You don't always have to take these covers off. Sometimes you can snake the belt by them, but I'm going to take it off just so that I can show you. So I'm going to do a little more work. You don't have to jack it up either. That is also, I'm doing that for the sake of camera angles and showing you all how to do it. You can usually push these by. There's some little locks here. I'll show you those in a minute. But it is easier. I mean, if you don't mind a little extra work, it is easier if you get these covers out of the way. But these bolts right here usually rust. It wouldn't hurt to put a little bit of anti-seize on them when you put them back in. In fact, I'm probably going to do that just because I told you to. And see, that's good enough to see. Might get a little grass. Sorry about the background noise. It's raining cats and dogs outside. And I know that because when I was out there, I stepped in a poodle. Okay, bad joke. Okay. But anyway, you can see it's got this post here. There's another one on the other side. So you have to get this past the post, and it doesn't move. Okay? So you've got to try to just kind of force it past there. Those help keep it on there. Now there's also a tensioner here that when you engage your doohickey, that part that moves, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. So that gets this one off of here. Clearing out your grass. I'm going to go ahead and finish taking this cover off so I can clean out all the grass. You don't have to. Like I said, you can snake it by, but I wanted to show you how to do that. And I'm just being anal retentive now, trying to get all the grass cleaned out. And again, if you have anti-seize handy, when you put these bolts back in, it wouldn't hurt to put some anti-seize. Man, that rain's coming down. And it's not a bad idea to clear this grass out of here, because if you get a stuck belt, which happens, and it starts smoking and getting hot, it'll set all the grass on fire, and you will end up with a burned up lawnmower. Because there is gasoline in these things, believe it or not. And it's not exactly in the best of places. Yeah, I'll have to sweep my shop out later. But there you go. Yeah, it might get a little dirty. There you go. That's how you get this end off now. I'm not sure. Can we see up in here? Yeah, we can. Okay. This is the next pulley. This pulley goes around that one and here. And I will show you that diagram. It's filthy. But I'll clean it up a little. Here we go. I'm cleaning it. Just make believe you can see me cleaning it. And then I'll show you. Nope, that's not the diagram. My bad. Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. Alright. Here's a diagram that shows how the belts go. I'm breaking stuff. So you can look at the diagram and see how it goes. And let's see if I can get you a bird's eye view of that. There you go. Unfortunately, I don't know if my... No, this is making it hard for you to see. This is not... There's little dots. I don't think you can see them on the camera. There's little dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, showing you the pulleys. Shows the this particular belt going around the drive pulley. Comes through this one, around this one. Same here, comes down and around and over and in. So same thing, down and around and over, and then these two go straight across. Okay, so that's as good as it gets. Yours will be clearer. I can see it, but you probably can't because of the way the camera angle is. But there's usually a diagram somewhere on how the belts go. Now I'm going to show you on this one. This is the one that goes straight across. I'm going to show you on this one how you can do it without taking the cover off. Again, just make it by here. Then you just kind of turn the pulley with this here, and it'll eventually snake its way around the pulley. There you go. See, so you can do it if you want to. If you're just trying to make it fast, and it's a little harder to make sure everything's okay, but you don't have to take these covers off. Now, up in here, this was the pulley, so it came around here and around this, because this is how you tighten the belt, okay? So it's going to come out of here. This one goes straight across. It's going to come out of here. It's going to go through this pulley. These are guides. It's going to go through this pulley, and it's going to go to the drive belt that way. Oop, that way. Oop, can't see. Let me try that again. Okay. So it's going to go around this pulley, okay, and it's going to go straight ahead up into the drive belt, which is on the engine itself, and it's going to come back. And the other side is going to go around this pulley and around that one, as I showed you. It sounds confusing. This end over here that was hanging out, that's the end that went on the engine itself, but it's slightly tattered, so we're not going to put that back on. Here's the hardest part, is making sure that, I'm taking this as your guide on that one, is making sure that this belt's the same size as the other one. We're going to do that right now. Next thing we got to do, make sure the new belt same size as the old belt. Otherwise, we're going to waste a lot of time trying to get it on. We're going to get it all dirty, and there's a possibility that they won't take it back if it's dirty. So it doesn't look too bad. So when we start to stretch them, it looks about right. The other one's a little stretched out, but I'd say it's right. So now, time to put her in. Here's where it might get a little difficult, because I didn't take it off the pulley, so now we got to try to snake it on the pulley. It is easier if you take the cover off, but just for the sake of argument, we're going to go ahead and stick her in here. And again, you got to do it just like I did before. You're going to have to feed the belt into the pulley and spin it. There you go, not too bad, right? Then you got to kind of force it in here past these little guards. There we go. Ta-da! It wasn't that bad, really. Then this one, right? We've got to put this in here. It's kind of a self-explanatory. This is the back of the belt because of the way the pulley's shaped. And then it's got these little feet here that say, hey, it goes here. These are supposed to keep it from falling out. Okay, now this side, this one is going to go to the front, to the pulley, but we're not going to put that one on yet. We're going to do that last because we've got to kind of put everything back together to do that. So let's go to the other side, get those other pulleys on there. This one just goes straight across, and then this one's going to go all sorts of funky. Where'd it go? Here we go. It's going to come in. Well, let's get over there and do it. This goes straight across, and then this goes around. There we go. That makes more sense. Alright, and this one stays straight across. I keep thinking that the belt goes behind this one, but it doesn't. Don't know why. That's just to keep tension on this so it doesn't free spool and, I don't know, do weird stuff. There we go. So now this is all good. And when you hit the lever, this all moves. And I don't know if I might be able to get it on here. Yeah, I can. Wow. I don't know if you can see that. I actually got it on the pulley for the moment. Can you see that up here? Kinda, sorta. There we go. There's the engine pulley right here. And you can see that the belt goes around the engine pulley up that way. But because we're so high up in the air, it's obviously not going to work right. Can't forget to put my guard back on. You probably could, to be honest with you, but I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I can't even, oh, there it is. Now, remember I said anti-seize lubricant? Put anti-seize on that bad boy. It'll save you a world headache later. You just need a dab, will do you? Put this one in first because it likes to move around and the other one's really hard to see. Come on. There it is. Another dab on this one. Evidently, a dab is something different nowadays. I don't know. It's something to do with smoking. I don't know. So, this is not that kind of dab. This is a dab of engineering proportions. I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't dab. I dab. To me, a dab is putting a little bit of something on something, and not smoking something that's going to kill you. I don't get it. It's like the whole saying, you know, say no to crack. To me, that means tell the refrigerator man to pull his pants up. But, or evidently, it's got a whole different meaning nowadays. You know. So, I don't know. The world's gone crazy. There we go. So now we got the guard back on. That's just to keep you from getting your foot caught up in there. Probably don't have to worry about it too much. Now I'm going to let the jack down. And I've got the belt fully on there right now. The belt's everywhere it's got to go. It's through all the loops and the hoops and the who's and whatsies that it's got to go. And that's about the best I think you're going to get looking at it. I don't know. Can you see way over there? I think you can. So it's on the engine. It's on all these pulleys where it's going to be. It's in between all of the little pieces it's got to be in. But it's, of course, when I'm jacking this up, it's way far back. So this is real loose right now. But as I let the jack down, it's all going to go forward. We're going to hook that thing in the front back up, and everything should be nice and tight, okay? And this will go in. We got to bring this piece down to here. And that's what we're up against right now, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let the jack down, get all that done. So I'll just let you guys watch as I do that. See that? I'll let the jack down, and you can watch. How's that? It'd be so exciting watching this jack go down. Going down. Woo. There we go. Now you probably can't see a whole lot because the jack has done its thing. It's moved a lot more than you realize. Let's see where we're at. We're still way. Well, you can't see crap, can you? Well, it's still got the machine's got to come forward. And what's stopping it now? Oh, the belt. The belt is stopping it from coming any further. So she be tight. So let's see, we got this thing up front here. Let's see if we can get that on here. Man, that's what was on there. Okay, so we're still trying to get in here. Yep, now we can see it. But we're over here, and we need to be here. So we need to come back just a tidbit. I'm going to go wrestle with this. Can you see that? Right here. Yeah, we're going to try to get that in that hole. I'm going to get it from the other side because it's easier to pull than push. And I might have to loosen the nut up there, but we should be able to force it in. So we'll see. We'll get it done. So just sit there and watch. I guess that's what you have to do anyway. And I'm going to go to the other side and see if I can't hook that up. I'm going to have to go here. Let's go back under it with the crowbar. There we go. Oh, that's much better. And I guess maybe that's just to protect the clip so it doesn't fall out. I don't know. There you go. Same thing here. Gotta get our little hooky here. That one went on a lot easier. Put that back in. There we go. And then the one that you can't see because it's way up inside the frame. That one went on like no problem. Alright. Now, that's the big test. Well, actually the big test is seeing if this will actually start up. There you go. Not so hard, right? If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you think I'm an idiot, well, you know, you're probably not wrong. But there you go. If you want to put on a belt on your own mower, you don't want to have to pay somebody to do it, because if you're anything like my wife, you tear them up a lot. But if it has helped you out at all, then do me a favor, please subscribe. Hit the old like button and tell your friends so they can subscribe. And all that happy horse budget. See ya!